believed in their goddess, and her voice was heard throughout the land. We are the goddess. We like our bit of fun. We like it when men go for us. We love it when they come. We like them tall, we like them short, we like them hereabouts. But when we come to claim our males, the God-man always shouts, "There is nae goddess, remember God, of him be ye afraid. He'll hurl you down the slippery slope to hell, you wanton maid. He'll rip the flesh fray off your backs and tear your sexes out." There's not a lot of fun and games in what the God-men shout. We are the goddess. We bloom like summer flowers. The only blood we need to shed once monthly, and it's ours. We bring you joy, we bring you pain, we bring you indecision. But if you try to put us down, we cackle in derision. We are the goddess and we are God, so do not be afraid. We'll lead you up the primrose path to love, you lucky maid. We'll save this world by being free to heal the karmic chain. So take your lives in both your hands and don't be fooled again. And if you wonder what to do, just do the best you can to be yourselves the whole damn time, with bird, with beast, with man. And if you find yourself one night lost in a demon throng, remember, it's all in your mind, and summon up this song. I am the goddess and I am God. This world I see is mine. The land, the seas, all living things, the water and the wine. And if I live my life to prove the truth of what I see, then in the fullness of my days, that truth shall surely be. Well, that was the so-called Golden Age, and it lasted a few thousand years. But then came the day that this tribe appeared out of the desert. Now, this tribe had a different deity, a god of anger and thunder, a god who lived somewhere up there in the clouds and not down here on the planet where the goddess had her home. And this tribe saw that the lands of the goddess were rich and bountiful, and they wanted them. So with fire and with sword they took them, and they burnt down her temples and they murdered her priestesses. And the voice of the goddess grew quieter throughout the land. My name is Lilith. I used to live in this really nice garden with my old friend Adam. And we talked with the birds and the bees, and were at one with all creation. And I ate apples and was a friend of the snakes. And the mother goddess ruled over everything, and we were all very happy. And then one day, because sooner or later all good things have to come to an end, this Olympian bully boy named Jehovah throws the mother goddess off her throne, comes to me and says, "I'm a man, and he's a man," pointing to my old friend Adam, as if I hadn't noticed. "And you've got to stop eating apples and obey him." Well, naturally, I told Jehovah what he could do with himself. So he throws me out of the garden, and I'm wandering on the planet for centuries. So now they need a new woman. And because even a god can't have babies, as much as he'd like to, Jehovah takes this rib from Adam's body. Well, the ego trip has so gone to the poor boy's head that he lets him. And they make Eve. Poor girl. She never had a brain in her body. Well, there was nothing wrong with eating the apple, but why did she share it with Adam? Apples never agreed with him. And the next thing is that they're both out of the garden and wandering the planet for centuries and giving each other a really hard time. And a long time is passing. And because sooner or later even a god has to die, Jehovah tries to train this young lad Jesus into taking over his power. But the poor boy's heart was never into it. And 3 years after he started, he gets bumped off. And the whole place is being run by this religious mafiosi who don't tell anybody their God is dead. But a big change is coming. I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my spirit. I feel it out here on the planet where I've been wandering for centuries. And I tell you, a new power has got onto the throne. And I have come back into the garden. And I'm eating plenty of apples. Well, of course, the people couldn't really forget their goddess that quickly. So the priests of this new tribe, oh, it was priests now, the men had taken over the spiritual functions. Well, I think they were men, and they were wearing long dresses, so who knows. Anyway, the first thing these men did was to take the great trinity of the daughter, mother, crone, and turn hermit into 3 separate women whom they called weak and foolish. Hello? Hello, Mama. Is that you? It's your daughter, Mary. Listen, Mama, I'm in terrible trouble. I'm missed too. Yes, of course I'm sure. Oh, what am I going to tell Joseph? He'll kill me when he finds out. What? No, you haven't missed my wedding. It's not for months yet. And I'm supposed to be a virgin. Mama, what am I going to tell him? Who was it? An angel. An angel, Mama. All right, so it was a big Roman centurion with rippling muscles. You think Joseph's going to go for that any better than for an angel? Mama, what am I going to tell him? Tell him what? Tell him I was made with child by the Holy Ghost? Mother, what have you been putting in your martinis? What? Well, yes, I know Joseph's religious. Yeah, I know you persuade religious people of anything, but... What do you mean you'll send a man a dream? I know you make divine chicken soup, Mama, but how are you going to send a man a dream? Gabriel, in a white sheet. Oh, I'm dead already. What? Well, yes, of course I could lose Joseph's glasses for him. Yes, Mama, even I can unscrew a light bulb, but... Oh, no, I don't have anything better in mind. Oh, okay, tell me again, what do I have to do? Tell him I was made with child by the Holy Ghost. I'm going to have the Son of God, and I'm going to call his name Jesus. Well, okay, Mama, I'll give it my best shot. But, Mama, what am I going to do if I have a girl? Well, history tells us she didn't. And so daughters become mothers. Who would be a mother? Especially of a mashik and a son. Take my boy Jesus. For years it's, no, I'm never going to get married, I'm celibate. And I think, oh, wait, the boy's got a disease already. And then suddenly it's, invite everyone over, I'm getting married tonight. And who does he choose to marry? Some nice Jewish girl he'd be proud to bring home to his mama. Not him. He has to go and marry that hooker, that Magdalena. I say to him, geez, they're like a fine wine on a Saturday night in Canaan. And he gives me one of those funny looks of his and says, woman, what is that to me? My time is not yet come. And I think that's it. He's having one of his turns again. I call the servants over and I tell them, you do whatever he tells you. You don't argue, you just do it. And you know what he has them do? He has them line up all these big stone jars and fills them with water. And then he goes, mumbo jumbo, uchi uchi, he waves his hand around, I don't know. Anyway, hey presto, he turns it into wine. And good wine too, that he waits on that bunch of assholes who follow him around everywhere, waiting for the next miracle. I give them miracle. The biggest miracle would be that one of them got a proper job. So now, the whole town is talking about the woman whose son turned the water into wine. But what I say is, thank heaven for small mercies. Because at least they're not talking about the woman whose son married the Magdalena. To be a good mother, I mean, to do the job successfully, can take over 18 years out of a woman's life. So I think she deserves 2 stories. Who will be a mother? Take my boy Jesus. Does he get himself a job with a future? Doctor, lawyer, something kosher? Not him. He has to go and get into religion. Like religion isn't the cause of all the world's